This book is called Vignettes on Life, Reflections of a Septuagenarian by Carol Harkavy. Carol Harkavy is one of my dearest friends. She is the author of a book called Rosie and Me, which is her first memoir. It's a really wonderful book about her relationship with her mother. And I strongly encourage people to buy this book and read it. I found so much wisdom in that book, and I literally found myself so Carol's mother's name is Rosie and my mom's name was Roseanne, and they both of them had the birthday of April 5th. So Carol and I are cosmically connected, and it's so funny that her mom had all these really wise sayings. So in Rosie and Me, I'm like reading it and I'm going, okay. And then I had like a situation come up in my life after the book was published. And I said to Carol, I'm like, I found myself being like, what would Rosie do? Because she had just this super optimistic outlook on life despite so many adversities that she had. She had rheumatoid arthritis and just a host of illnesses, but she was this super upbeat person. So I love that book. This one is Carol's book. So this one is Vignettes on Life. This is her memoir about her own life and a lot of her journal entries. She does have her mom's wisdom in here as well, which is a whole section. And she has writings from her father at the end, which I thought were really interesting. But this book is really lovely too, because it's about just how to live your life in a really wonderful way, to age gracefully and to follow your dreams and to not procrastinate. And just all these really wonderful lessons are in this book for young people, and yet you also feel connected to it if you're older. So I feel very privileged to have been able to help her publish this book. And one of my favorite parts of this book is where Carol talks about intuition and how there were some experiences in her life where intuition literally saved her life, and she didn't do something, so that kept her from something bad happening that would have happened. I love this book. And so Vignettes on Life, Reflections of a Septuagenarian, you can get this really anywhere where online books are sold. And I'm happy to provide a link for anybody who wants it. Yeah, and so on Carol's cover, what's really cool about Carol's cover is that all of these pictures are her whole family. Here she is holding Rosie and Me. So she's holding her first book. And then there are reflections of her husband and her children and her grandmother and people who are really, really important in her life. And as she looks back on her life, she reflects on those memories. So I'm excited. I'm going to have Carol on my podcast, This Side of the Page,